Hey guys, it is Friday, May 25th, 2018, and I'm back with some more room designs. And Mandy, we have a special guest today in studio, don't we?
We do, one of our favorites. It's Betty Butter.
Oh, hi.
Hey, Betty.
Hello, Michael.
Betty's been here before, but Betty, are you ready to see some room designs?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
Super excited.
Here we go. Here's the first one. This one's awesome. It's a farmhouse cafe, and it was sent in by Cool Cat TX. Now, there's a lot of prizes here that you can win when you play Jumbleberry Fields in the arcade and fill up those jars of preserves. Of course, you can trade them in for a berry-themed prize, and there's a bunch here, including that wallpaper and flooring.
That is so beautiful. I have to say, I love that new flooring. That's is it the
farmhouse flooring?
Yeah, really beautiful. But yeah, I also like that they've used those green tables because everything's sort of rustic and muted colors. And then that green really pops against the purple accessories.
Yeah, and works really well with that the general store cash register table there that you see that they've used. Yeah. And Betty, those chairs there work perfectly, but those were actually prizes when you fed your pets either Goo berries or polar berries during Berry Fest.
They look really good in that room.
Absolutely. You know, we see so many different types of cafes and diners, but I really like what Cool Cat TX did here. Really colorful, really great. Good job. Let's move on here. This one's really nice. It is by Morb989, and it's a loaded vault.
I have seen that wallpaper before. Now, is that an older wallpaper?
I believe so. It's from the e-store.
Okay.
But it is an older one, yeah. And they've used all these different Kin's Cash themed items that we've released over the years. Yeah.
They've chosen some really lovely gold items that all go together. And wow, that slide just sort of is the icing on the cake. The black pops out against the gold. And also, I bet that is a ton of fun for their pets.
I must have missed this theme completely. I haven't seen so much gold before.
It's gorgeous.
Absolutely. Reminds me of Scrooge McDuck from DuckTales. Yeah. Very royal, really sparkly and shiny. So great job. Let's move on. This one is a Kinsville Academy library, and it was sent in by one Miruna. Now, this is really neat. I love the purple walls, just the simplicity of the purple walls and that carpeting flooring. And then they've used all these different items that we've given out for like our Super School giveaways. We have a classroom room theme in the W shop. Really, really cool. And that the windows there that they're using there that looks out to kind of like the recess yard, those were available on the recess wheel, but they've since been retired. Everything really works well here.
Yeah, I love the fact that they've used the purple because even though it's really bright purples and they really pop, the monotone theme is sort of calming, which is what you like in a library. You know, it has sort of a hushed feel to it.
Right, and I like those planters with the green. That's a good contrast there.
Beautiful.
Yeah, and if you look, they've used several plushies. It looks like some of the Kins plushies, and they've placed them strategically in between the book aisles there, the bookshelves, to make them look like maybe the Kins are doing some research in the library. And there's Mrs. Cowline sitting there in the back by those chairs. So
cute.
Yeah, really well done. Let's move on. Now this one, there's a lot happening here. It's really cool. This one is Times Square New Year's Eve ball drop. And this was sent in by Webkinz in the City. So the idea here is that they've created this little Times Square. They've reenacted here a New Year's Eve celebration. There's a band. I think maybe the Rockers are going to be performing. And there is actually the New Year's Eve ball. And actually, that's really cool. So we have these beautiful pillars that work as trophy pedestals, and they're available from the deluxe prize machine. And so they've taken one of those disco balls and actually set it on top of the pillar to make it look like the ball's going to drop on New Year's Eve. Really clever.
Oh my gosh, that's such a good idea, because at first I thought that was all one piece and I'd never seen it before. But yeah, that works perfectly for the ball drop on New Year's Eve. Even just throwing in all those balloons,
Yes,
it just
I was
adds,
going to say that.
Yeah, it adds the fullness and the sense of excitement to it.
I couldn't imagine using them in a Times Square kind of theme. You know?
Yeah, that's great.
And those buildings, like that was Christmas, I think it was a Victorian Christmas theme that we released a few years ago, but this has been one of my favorite themes ever. I just love how those buildings fit well along the border of an outdoor room. So there you go.
I was just going to say, even the t-shirt stand, that's perfect because whenever you have a big function, of course, there's got to be a t-shirt stand where you can pick up a souvenir t-shirt.
Totally. So really well done. Definitely tells a story. Now this one's really cool. This is a bathroom. It was built in a small room and it was sent in by 1212 Blue. Now this actually reminds me of one of the first rooms I built because I built the bathroom as well using this wallpaper because I just think it's really cool with the fish. And actually, if you look on the wall there, they've got 2 of those little porthole windows that look out to an underwater scene and you can see that fish peeking through. That was one of our first exclusive items, I believe, that since is retired, but again, works perfect in this cool themed bathroom.
Yeah, it's lovely. And you know what? In a bathroom, you don't have a ton of stuff, right? Like,
exactly.
So they have accessorized with some really neat pieces. And I love that they've gone for that seashore sort of theme with the shells and stuff. But the simplicity is so beautiful. And that rug, is that from the beach house theme, that floor tile?
Yep.
Yeah, and that makes a really perfect bathroom floor because, you know, the sort of blue and white is clean and crisp, which is just what you're looking for.
Yeah, and that plant there is really nice because it kind of has the same look as the seaweed that's painted on the walls and definitely gives it an underwater feel. Just beautiful, right, Betty?
It is, and I like what's that on the table there? The sand in the little jar
Yeah, it's
there.
like a jar of
Yeah.
sand. That used to be a souvenir from Vacation Island, from Sheldon.
Perfect
Yeah.
for that washroom, yeah.
Really, really well done. Here we go. Look at this. This is another Kinsville Academy library / computer lab study hall room that was sent in by Corky 10 Angel.
No, I was just going to say, I love that they've used beanbag chairs with coffee tables instead of like a big desk. Well, how comfy is that? That school is a great place to go, and everybody seems pretty chill with their beanbag chairs. It's such a clever idea.
Yeah, and they've lined up those laptops there on the tables, which is really cool.
It works so well.
And there's that beautiful wallpaper that's a Kinsville school hall or something, KVA hallway wallpaper, which is really
'cause
nice.
The trophy case is built in,
Yeah,
right?
and the lockers as well.
Yeah.
I believe we've given this out before in a previous Super School giveaway, and we actually have a version of those lockers that actually fit in your room that work as storage containers as well. But really, really cool. And there's the pet. It's a pink unicorn or a pink pony there dressed up in their Kinsville Academy uniform. So really, really nice. So this one here is a spa, and it was sent in by Shisidu, something like that. But anyway,
Sounds right.
yeah, but I love this. Now, we actually have a spa theme, and a couple of items from that theme they've used in this room design, but really they've taken all different types of items to create their own unique looking spa, including that beautiful waterfall in the center of the room.
Yeah,
that
I think
is a family score prize.
Yeah, I was going to say family score. Yeah, I love that they've used all these different tubs. Like there's that, I think the showers from the spa theme, right? But then
Right on the left, yep.
Yeah, they've used some different tubs, which is nice because you can imagine soaking in a hot tub. And then there's a little treadmill and some weights if you want to get in a little exercise. But really beautiful. And then, of course, there's that lounge from the spa theme right next to that waterfall, which would be so relaxing with the, the sound of the water.
And so much greenery and little plants used here as well, right, Betty? And really makes it a nice kind of fresh
Very
space.
cool, I think. It's I like how that little couch is in, what is that, a couch or a chair where the pet is sitting on?
It's a chair.
It's from the spa theme, right? So I think it's like a lounger.
Oh, it's a lounger. You're right.
think,
You're right.
It's like a wicker lounger. Yeah. But it's awesome, as you say. It works perfectly here. So great job. Moving on here. Now, this one's really interesting. It's a hotel pool, and it was sent in by Abby. And actually, for our bake sale event, Mandy, we actually have a grand prize that you can win by feeding your pet a piece of prize pie. It's the peach prize pie from this bake sale event. And the actual grand prize that you have a chance of winning when you feed your pet that pie is a hotel pool. And it actually has a water slide attached to it. So it's funny that they've actually created one here. And this one actually turned out really, really well.
Yeah, you know what? It's so clever the way they've used that hotel flooring against the beach because it looks like the tiles around a swimming pool. So the swimming pool is sort of next to the beach.
Reminds me of a resort area.
Yeah,
Yes.
definitely. And that is also a family score prize, right? That
The water
swirly slide.
Yeah, and you know what? The wave machine. It could be as well. Maybe not.
Yeah, it might be a family score prize, but yeah, it's just really clever. And the way they've positioned the lifeguard again, it looks like the beach it's just a pool that butts up right next to the beach, which is really clever.
Yeah, and there's that sign. We had like a road trip sign, but that's by the pool. That definitely gives it like a hotel-y, motel-y vibe. And the 2 Summer Sensation chairs there at the edge of the pool. Love those little drinks on the side table. Those you can win from the Webkinz prize pool every time you spin the Wheel of Wow 15 times and complete a week of daily deliveries. So there you go. Great job on your pool, Abby. Let's move on here. This one's really cool. It's a really simple design, but it comes off really effectively. It's a gas station. It was sent in by Fan Mail 9. So like you have little convenience stores at gas stations and maybe they sell little knickknacks and stuff. Well, Fan Mail 9 has recreated it right here, and I think it's perfect because it's built in a medium-sized room, and you can just imagine all the cars kind of lined up, filling up outside.
Yeah, and I mean, it's just a convenience store, right? So they don't have a ton of stuff, but you know what? They always have chilled stuff, right? So the fridges are perfect, and then that Cool Treats freezer, which is a fan-designed item, is great. Cool. But also, there's a little bit of fresh fruit, which is nice. And as you said, souvenirs, which is perfect if you're on a road trip.
I like how it's not too cluttered.
Yeah.
Very nicely done.
Really, really well done. So great job, Fan Mail 9. We only have a few more left here. This one's really cool. It's a princess room, and it was sent in by Babs0208. Now, there's a lot of the items from that beautiful rare theme that we have in the Cure Shop here, and they've collected a lot of those items. They're hard to find. They're hard to come by. You have a chance to see a rare item in the Cure Shop every hour, so you want to check back often. But this room is really, really well put together.
It's really beautiful, and there are like some hints of color, even though it's mainly pink. There's some lovely hints of gold almost everywhere. But then I love that sort of Fabergé egg. The blue really pops out. And I think those are maybe opal lamps. I'm not sure, but...
From the Webkinz News, yeah.
Yeah, but just so pretty. Oh my gosh. It's like it's pink, but then there are just enough colors happening elsewhere to sort of make it all
my favorite is the wallpaper.
Yeah.
So
I like how the bookshelf feel is built into it. Very cool.
Yeah.
I think those might be...
I think they are separate items.
Oh, they are bookshelves.
Yeah, but they look like they're built in it. And they're part of that theme, right?
Yeah, they are. And but I mean,
good.
like the tapestry, I believe, is like not built in the mirror there. The window, the stained glass window that looks like the lights shining through.
And that magic mirror, right? Yeah, with the dragon's head.
Oh, they've done such a good job.
Yeah, really, really well done, and definitely fit for a princess. So great job, Babs. Now, Arbor sends me a lot of designs, and they're really good. And this one is no exception. It's a fall harvest room, and it was sent in by Arbor. I love that wallpaper. I don't know. I haven't really seen this one before.
I think it's Chef Gazpacho's wallpaper.
Okay.
If I'm not mistaken, I believe it's Chef Gazpacho's wallpaper.
That makes sense.
And I think that might be an exclusive. I'm not sure how you get it.
I think it might be. It might. Yeah, I think it's probably from the East store because I know they have a couple of those Chef Gazpacho items there. But I just love that exposed brick wall
it's really nice.
in the north corner there, and I really love how they've added those farmhouse windows. That was from I believe it was from our apple picking event. They've added those to the end, or it was from the apple picking event or Fall Fest. Yeah, they just work perfectly here.
Yeah, the color works really well against the brick wall. And they've gone with all these warm colors that are so pretty. But then I like that they've tied things together. Like the window in the kitchen pulls out the greens and the rug and the bedspread.
Yeah.
So they've gone with all these warm colors, but then they've tied it in with these hits of green.
And I like how they've sectioned each area nicely. They have their little kitchen, seating area, their bedroom, and their dining table right there.
Yep.
Really nice.
It's beautiful. So good job, Arbor. Let's move on here. This is the last one we're going to see today. I thought this was a really creative room. It's called Orange Space, and it was sent in by Ducky. Now, we see all these different themed rooms, and so they've taken all different orange-colored items and added them to the space room with the space wallpaper, and that's actually the movie magic flooring, but really works well here.
Yeah, it's such a great choice, that wallpaper and flooring, because of course we all did our color wheels when we were in kindergarten, right?
Yeah.
And blue and orange are contrasting colors. So when you put those two colors together, it really makes it creates movement and it's really vibrant. So that is a really great choice. And it's just fun. There's so many fun pieces, like the two pumpkin chairs with the fish portrait in between. It's a wackiness to it. And Speaking of wacky's
right
there,
there.
right? It's really lovely. It just is so vibrant.
Yeah, I think you see something different every single time you look. There's a lot of attention to detail that was added into this room.
That fridge looks very rustic.
It's really cool.
yeah,
I love that
cute.
fridge. Actually, we did a promo for Looney Tunes a few years back, and that was one of the items that you could win. So there you go. So great job, Ducky. Great job, everybody who sent me a room design. Keep them coming. You can send them to us at letsbuild@gans.com. And of course, make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel, youtube.com/Webkinz, so you'll know whenever we release a new video. Betty Butter, thank you so much for joining
Thank you,
Mandy
Michael
and I.
and Mandy, for having me over.
Mandy, thank you as always.
Thank you.
And guys, we'll talk to you soon. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.